Welcome everyone to today's demonstration Lunch and Learn with DNA Business Management Solutions. I'm Will Booth, and today's demonstration and the information is going to be on the DIMO Maint Asset Maintenance Management for Sage 300. So hopefully everybody can see our screens. This meeting is being recorded, so please put your questions in the chat window and we'll answer them at the end. And without further ado, I think most of you probably know DNA Business Management Solutions, but if you don't, we're a large Sage business partner. Our headquarters is in Ottawa. We've been in business 25 years. We have about 450 customers the last time I looked, about 120 of them now based in Quebec. We have 15 certified Sage professionals on our team to help you manage from, scoping right to install, support, upgrade, customizations of your Sage-related business systems, including accounting, CRM, HR, payroll, many Sage endorsed solutions, which I list here, and of course, best-of-breed add-ons, like today's asset maintenance management system from DIMO Software. So I want to get started here. And just to let you know what the agenda is today, again, I am recording this presentation. Please put your questions in the chat. And I'm going to hand it over here to our guest today, who's going to provide us with the balance of the presentation. So Adeline Perrodin, did I say that, Perrodin? How was
yes,
that?
that's perfect. Perrodin. Like if you want to say it in the French way, it's Perrodin, yeah.
Adeline Perrodin from DIMO Software. She's based in Toronto, but DIMO works around the world. But she's going to provide us with some information and a short demonstration of how their CMMS works. So I'll hand it over to you, and we'll do chat and questions at the end.
Well, thank you, Will.
No problem. I'll make you the presenter here. So you can just tell them a little bit about yourself, and I'll make you the presenter. There we go. So if you want to share your screen.
Partager. I think I put it in.
I see it. Just need to run.
Yeah,
there we go.
Here.
Perfect. It looks great.
Excellent. So I'm going to start now. Well, thank you, Will. Thank you, DNA, for this time today. I really appreciate it. So DIMO Maint is a French company. You can see my accent. We are French from France, and we do CMMS. That means computerized maintenance management system, but as well we do after-sales solution. Here you can see some key figures about DIMO Maint. Just for you to know, so DIMO Maint is part of a larger group called DIMO Software. DIMO Software has different business units, and one of the business units is the maintenance management with DIMO Maint. So we have 20 years of experience in CMMS implementation, and we have a very wide partner network of 125 partners in the world. So either in North America, in South America, Europe, Africa, Asia. Here you can see on the map. As well, our clients are everywhere. We have 4,000 clients in 95 countries. Our systems are very targeted to any kind of companies, of customer, from the small and medium-sized structures, so customers with one site and have a small maintenance department. But as well, if your company is growing, we will be able to handle multi-site structures in our software. And as well, we have big groups that trust DIMO Maint. What the key challenges of a CMMS? What will be the main challenge that you will face with a CMMS? So first of all, when our customers implement a CMMS, they want to generate savings. Why? Because maintenance department cost. it costs a lot sometimes because we are managing the maintenance of heavy equipment in the company. So the first challenge is to have more reliable facilities and assets. How do we do that? It will be through preventive maintenance work, and the targets behind that will be to reduce the downtime and the failures of your equipment. So in a way, it will reduce the cost of your maintenance department. Second point will be so to lower the cost. With DIMO Maint, you will have KPIs that will give you a good understanding of where the costs are going, and you will be able to make simple decisions, maybe a decision to invest in a new equipment or to carry on in maintaining this equipment that you have. As well, one of the points is to get a better organization. How? It's because we are going to have plannings, so visual plannings, graphical plannings for your technician, for your suppliers, and as well planning of the works that have to come, like preventive work. So you will be able to visualize the preventive maintenance work directly on your schedule. Solutions for every business. What you see here is that our clients are in any kind of business, from manufacturing to services and environment, healthcare, transport and logistics, and as well after sales. Why is that? Just because maintenance is everywhere in a company. You need to maintain your heavy equipment, your trucks, your buildings. The CMMS will let you to do that, will enable you to follow this maintenance management. What is the scope of our system? What will you be able to manage with DIMO Maint? So when we start a project, what is very important is to think about the equipment that you have in your company. As said, these equipment are really important because they will cost a lot in your maintenance department. So the target is to structure your equipment through a tree. This step is usually made through data import, so we can help you to make this tree structure, and our consultant team will advise you of what is the best way of structuring the equipment tree. Then we will be able to manage engineers, so I mean technicians, people that work on the field, spare parts management, so all the spare parts that you're managing in your inventory, suppliers as well, so the suppliers can be suppliers of spare parts, but as well of equipment or of services. And we have the contracts that are linked directly to these suppliers. In between these blue elements and our equipment in green here, we have our daily work. What is work orders? Work orders can be created from scratch in our system thanks to a smartphone app. So we have a nice tool, so a mobile tool that your technician can download in their Apple or Android smartphone, and they will be able to create work order by flashing QR codes. We can as well install a process in the company and say that, oh, we are going to open the system to our requesters. Requesters will be able to do work requests, and in this case, the requesters will send their work request to the maintenance department. The maintenance department will generate the work order. So you always have a traceability in between the requesters and the technician or maintenance supervisors. Third option to create a work order is through a PM, a preventive maintenance. PM can be triggered thanks to a planning, a calendar, so weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly PM, but as well, you can link your PM to meters that you have on your equipment. So meters can be running hours, kilometers, any kind of meters that you have on your equipment. And these meters will trigger automatically your work orders. As well, in DIMO Maint, we manage the min-max in your spare parts inventory. This min-max will allow you to trigger automatically some alerts for your spare parts restocking. You will be able to do the store inventories, the purchase order or purchase request. When we're connected to Sage, we talk about purchase request. The target will be to send the purchase request into Sage 300, and Sage 300 will trigger the purchase order. We have as well the management of budgets. What surrounds all of these modules, it's analysis, dashboard, KPI for you to pilot your maintenance activity. Here you see some green boxes that show you where we are connected with Sage 300. So for your information, spare parts suppliers will come from your ERP Sage 300. It means that we have the same language in between DIMO Maint and Sage. As well, as I said, the restocking alerts come from Sage. In DIMO Maint, we will create the purchase request. Purchase request will be sent into Sage 300, and it will generate the purchase order. Sage will make the reception of spare parts in the ERP, and will push the reception into DIMO Maint. So at any time, you have the same inventory in between DIMO and Sage. Today, I'm going to show you DIMO Maint MX. DIMO Maint MX is our cloud solution. So we host this software for you. It means that there is no update, no upgrade. We secure your data. So it's a system that will be very easy to install for you. We have quite affordable pricing. So here you can see our pricing for a supervisor, a user, and we have as well some packages if you take 5, 10 supervisors or users. Just for you to know, if you prefer on-premise solution, just let us know, because we also have an on-prem solution, DIMO Maint MM. It's been more than 8 years that we're working with Sage. So we're really known for our professionalism and experience in this partnership. And don't forget that we have our mobility tool, DIMO Maint smartphone app. With this app, you will be able to handle all the work orders management with a smartphone or a tablet from Android or Apple. What is the plus of the smartphone app? That you can work offline. So if there is a bad service in your company, we will still be able to manage work orders from the app. We can as well take pictures and do some meter reading in the app. My contact details, feel free to send me an email or call me if you have any question after the session, or call Will. We'll be delighted to answer your question. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a look into our CMMS software, DIMO Maint MX. So I'm going to log on with our supervisor profile, and you will see that from this access, you have an access to all of our modules. So you'll see that it's a very user-friendly system that I'm going to show you today.
All right, I can see your screen, no problem.
Excellent, thank you, Will. So as said, with DIMO Maint MX, we have different kind of licenses. Supervisors for the administrator of the maintenance, user for the technician, guest for viewer access, requesters for people that do work requests. Just for you to know, requesters in DIMO Maint are completely free and unlimited. So you won't pay any fees for having requester in your company. Here, I will be able to manage all my maintenance information. Here you can see some nice indicators. You see that you have some work requests that are delayed. So I'm quite bad in my maintenance management here. I've got work orders as well delayed. I've got my spare parts to restock. And I have my contract to renew. Here you see that in your homepage you have different kind of gray boxes here. This is my widgets. As a supervisor, you will be able to set up these boxes the way you want in your page. So it means that your system is very personalized. Here, the first widget that I have on my corner is my favorite menus. From here, you will be able to do some clicks and access directly to your information. So for example, here, I just click in my parts inventory, and I have the list of the parts that I have in my inventory. I can see some bells here. That's my spare parts to reorder. From here, you can do a lot of action, create a new part, delete, archive, export in Excel. You can as well make some filters here on the top of your list. And if you want to have more filters, you always have this option in our advanced filter section. If I go back to my homepage, I'm going to show you all the nice widget that we have. We have our tree here. You know, I said that the tree structure is very important because that's where you're going to organize your maintenance department. In this scenario here, I've got a big company with a Canadian, Mexican, US plant. Just for you to know, DIMO Maint can manage different time zone, different languages, different currencies, and as well multiple sites. So that's a very powerful system. Here, I can click on my Canadian plant. I've got different plants in Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, BC. If I navigate in Ontario, I've got my site in Barrie and Hamilton. And in Hamilton, I've got my offices, logistics department, and my production units with my final equipment here. You see that the color code, there is a color code in this tree. This color code is about the criticality of your equipment. So as soon as you will create a work order on this piece of equipment that appears in red here, that are high critical, they will have a high priority level for the work order and work request. So that's something very handy for your technician for prioritizing the work. So that's here your equipment tree. You have some action on the top or on the bottom to open the asset, create a new asset, create new work orders, work requests, preventive work, etc., etc. If I go down a bit in my home page, I will see other widgets. You see I've got my work order information widget where I see all the work orders that I have to do in my company. I've got 50 work orders to do, 3 ongoing, 21 completed, 10 closed, and 0 cancelled. From here, I can easily click on the dashboard and see, for example, the 50 work order to do. And you see here that you have a color code for your work orders. So you can easily prioritize your work. We have the same kind of widget for the work request. So I said you can create a work request, send it to the maintenance department, and then generate the work order through this work request. So you have a specific dashboard for the work request and a specific dashboard for the work order. If I go a bit down, I've got my schedule here. My schedule is basically the list of work orders that have been assigned to myself. So very easily, I can see what are the work on which I'm involved for the day or on which I'm late. In this case, I'm very late. From here, you can access to the details, go to the work order, or very fastly create a report for your work order. We have on the bottom a possibility of creating flash work request, flash purchase request. So that's just a way for you to be fast in your maintenance management. You have something happening in your maintenance department. You don't want to spend hours in creating your work request. Here you just need a title, an asset or location. You have the possibility of putting a comment or attach a picture, and this work request will be sent to the maintenance department. And they will be able to see it in their indicators or in their widget in their homepage. The last thing that I want to tell you today, it's about the dispatching of the work. So when someone receives a work request and generates a work order in the software, the work order will appear in a widget called the non-assigned work. Here, I've got a work order for an electrician, and here I will get the list of the electrician available in my company. And I have as well the same work for a generalist. And here I will get the list of the generalist available in my company. So from here, I can very easily pick the name of someone and send the work order to this person. So that's a very easy way of dispatching the work order. As well, you can do it through the planning that we have available in the software. So you see here that's the same information, but seen in another way through the graphical planning. So from here, you can see that the work needs an electrician and a generalist. And from here, I can easily drag and drop my work to my technician, for example, Sylvain. And I can do the same for my electrician. But here it didn't work. Why? It's because Sylvain is not an electrician. Sylvain is a generalist technician. So here, I'll be able to give this work to Alan, that is my electrician in my company. So once I've done that, I just have to save and close the work, the dispatching of the work. Sylvain and Alan is going to receive either an emailing, either a notification on their smartphone apps that they have a new work order assigned, and they will be as well able to see in their schedule the work that I have assigned to themselves. So that's a bit the way of we can dispatch work orders in DIMO Maint. It's very easy, and it's made to be very fast because maintenance department need to be reactive and fast in the decision making process. So that's what I wanted to show you for today. A quick view of DIMO Maint MX, a quick view of who we are, DIMO Maint. I hope you have enjoyed the webinar. If you have any question, I'm delighted to answer your question. I don't know if there is some question so far.
I do have a couple here from the chat, so
okay.
Bear with me. I'll go back through them here. Adeline, one moment. The first one, no if I go back, you mentioned CMMS. Maybe you just want to, CMMS stands for?
Yeah, Computerized Maintenance Management System.
Right, okay. Is it only for internal asset maintenance at a company?
So indeed, the target of a CMMS will be more to focus on internal maintenance of equipment. With our on-prem solution, we have a dedicated option for more service management, but I'll say that our core of business is internal maintenance.
Okay. So with you could potentially do some external maintenance too, but it's focused
Exactly.
on maintaining your own equipment. Okay. And facilities. Okay.
Yes.
And that leads into the next one that just was asked. Can you just quickly review the feature difference between the MX cloud version, the on-premise version? Obviously, one's
So
cloud and one's on-premise, but
one is cloud, was in on-premise. I'll say that just some tips to know which software will be the best fit for you. If you are multiple sites with multiple languages, multiple time zone, multiple currencies, MX will be a better fit because it can manage that. DIMO Maint can manage multiple sites, but it only has the possibility of managing one time zone, and it has only two currencies. DIMO Maint has some specific option like group work orders. So for example, that's a nice option that some customer like. So that's why I'm talking about this one. So if you need, for example, to have a package of work orders, so with the main work orders and his children, that's an option available with It's not available yet with MX. The target with MX that it's to add every 3 months new options, new features to the software. As well with we have the possibility of managing serial numbers equipment with, or I'll say rotating equipment. So equipment that are moving from one equipment to another one, that are sometimes managed in the inventory, on which you need to do some preventive maintenance. So it's a bit in between a spare parts and an equipment. So that's an option that is managed by and not yet by MX. So I say that the two most important options that our clients like. But if you need more info, I can send you as well both documentation about MX and and it will explain each features.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Of course,
yeah.
I'll mention at the end how to get in contact with us if people were interested. This was just a brief overview, and that was the idea, to give people a taste. But certainly, we're happy to go through the needs and features with them. One other question that I had here before I unmute the lines, and I'll see if anybody on the phone has anything else. But you mentioned the smartphone app. Is that an addition to MX or or is it included?
So it's an addition, but just keep in mind that it's free for requesters, and it has a small fees for technician. So it's not something very expensive. It's very affordable, and it's completely free for the requesters. Only technician will have a small fee per smartphone.
And a requester is just somebody who may see that there's an issue with a piece of equipment or a system and can ask for something to be done about it. Is that correct?
Exactly. The requester will create the work request to say, oh, I have a problem with my motor. I have a problem with my light. My light is broken.
Right.
So I'm going to create a work request.
Okay. All right. Let me unmute and see if anybody else has any questions. I've unmuted everybody. You may have to click on your own mute button to unmute if anybody else has any questions. But so go ahead and ask if you do. If you don't, then I'm going to say thanks to Adeline. As I mentioned, I'm going to take over the presentation again as Adeline. Adeline, sorry. Adeline. How do I do that? There we go. So we went through the system, the features, very brief demo of some of the things it can do. It's a very in-depth system, so if you want to know more, please let me know. And you can contact me either will@da.ca or just give us a call, 613-742-6565. My extension is 230, but we always answer the phone so somebody can get in touch with me if I don't happen to be here. Let me share this. There we go. So I just wanted to say, if there are any other questions, you can email them to myself and we'll answer them. We are going to send out the recording of this event because I recorded the session so you can review it. And if you want to wait and ask your questions after that, you'll probably get it later today or tomorrow, depending on when I can get the recording done and sent out. So with that, I'm going to end the event here in a minute. Yeah, so thanks to you, Adeline, and to everyone that joined. And we'll be in touch shortly. And just get a hold of us if you have any questions. We can show you some more info, do a demonstration, that's more kind of targeted to what you're looking to do, and explain, the details of the system. So thank you, and give you back the rest of your day. Have a great one. Thanks all.
Thank you, Will. Have a
Okay.
good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.